In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice tags out Trey Cluxton right. Ground ball right back to Jackie. Bobbles the ball. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden.
Cross, get out, ball later! 2.
And he might have just missed it. Caught and run from Jordan Rice. And that's a shot. Zach Hall, what a play!
Oh, a moonshot. Oh, he rolled it! What a catch! What a catch!
Bears coming home. And he hits it. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. And that ball is out of here. Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver. He's advancing it all. I don't know if I like it.
In play, that's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake Oliver! And that is destroyed! Tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's going to be out. Jordan Rice tags out Trey Cluxton right. Flips it over to first and still gets Alex Harden.
Cross, get out, ball later!
And he might
in play. That's a fair ball to Jake. What a play from Jake! And that is destroyed! Tie game! That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
To that. What a play over at third.
That's in play, and he might have just missed it. Caught and run from Jordan Wright.
Cross, get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here. Walk off home run. Oh, not for the out. It's Barrett's coming home. And he hits it. And that's a shot. Zach Conway. He's running third. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's out. Flipped over the first. I don't know if I left.
He flips the first. Oh, and moonshot. Oh, he robbed it! Flared up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to AWA Wiffle Ball, the final game of Week 8. 1 week left to play, and it's a good one. Best ranked in the league, 16-5 Pacific Pilots will be taking on the 11-10 Eastern Enforcers, and they are the hottest team in the AWA right now, winning 9 of their last 11. I'm Jack Blahouse, joined by Alex Harden. Alex, we got a good one today.
Yeah, it should be an exciting matchup. Two great teams going at it. The bit of a lemon-lime matchup look today.
Yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing. Kind of love that.
Yeah, and as far as rivalries go, this is one of the best in the league. DJ Oliver, he did miss 2 games this year, but if it wasn't for those two, he'd be top for Cy Young in the league. He's got the lowest ERA currently at a 1.27, facing his brother, Jake Oliver, who is tied with you, of course, for most home runs in the league. So it's pitching versus power in this epic matchup.
Yeah, going to be exciting to watch for sure. Hopefully Jake hits all singles today.
Yep.
In my completely unbiased approach.
Yeah.
But
well, looking at the Pilots lineup, DJ Oliver is back. He was out last week. Good to have him back. He will be pitching the ace for the Pilots. Batting second will be third baseman Mark Campanero, the team captain and 2021 Silver Slugger. Had a slow start to the year, but he's really ramped it up lately. His average is almost at the high 400s. Keaton McKay, second baseman, defensive extraordinaire, the vacuum at second base. Josh Campanero will be at first base, who's had a career year average-wise. And Brad McGinnis will be DH. He'll be in the pen warming up, getting ready to pitch in Game 2 or possibly Game 3. Now looking at the Enforcers, the hottest team as far as winning games these last few weeks. They started 0-6, came all the way back to above 500, a record at 11-10, but they got a tough one here today against the Pilots. Leading off will be Jake Oliver, second base. Drew Williams, who looks like he's not here yet, but he'll be getting here shortly, who's really turned it around, struggled early in the season, but now he's hitting in the mid-300s. Brock Blahouse at DH, a character we got right there. He's actually in the production room right now. And Chase Winkler will be at third base. 6 home runs, good for top 15 in the league. And Josh Gradwell, who's making a run at Cy Young with a 2.37 ERA. Those are the lineups. Lineups today brought to you by Milwaukee.
nothing but heavy duty.
Dingers are nothing, nothing but heavy duty.
Love it.
Heavy duty or nothing.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I look for heavy duty in my lumber and in the quality of my toilet paper.
There we go. I don't know if Milwaukee makes toilet paper, but if they don't,
should.
They should, yeah. With that being said, let's get ready to start Game 1. Drew Williams here just in the nick of time, and he'll be able to start it off.
There's no better way to get loose than just jumping right into it.
You know, honestly, you take your mind off it. Wiffle ball's a game that you're probably at best when you're not in your head. But, you know, we'll see. You're facing DJ Oliver. It's no easy task. Drew Williams will take ball 1 with a few lefty batters in the league. And we see right here with DJ Oliver, his approach early in games is to start landing that slider. And if he can't land it, that's where he has had some rare trouble. But if he does, good luck. Fouls that back 2-2 to Drew Williams. Got him, strike 3. DJ Oliver, missing time did not affect him whatsoever. That'll be the first out of the inning. Stepping in is Jake Oliver facing DJ Oliver. The last time we saw this matchup, the most viral video in AWA history pursued. Looks at a strike right there. Quick 0-2 to Jake Oliver. Got him, strike 3. No pitch. A late speed check right there. Got him, strike 3.
Disgusting pitch.
It's been a month, I can't remember. Yeah, Josh Gradwall. There's another Josh. Oh, there's another Josh.
Wow, rude of you to say that. Respect for Josh Campanero out there at first base.
Dang, wow.
I always call him the younger Campanero.
Yes, yes. He is. Josh Gradwall steps in. Josh Gradwall batting .333 with 1 home run and 8 RBIs. Fouls that one off, but if you ask him, he's hit 7 home runs. All just barely foul. Nasty pitch right there, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning for DJ Oliver as we head to the bottom of the first. Here we start the bottom of the first inning. Pitcher DJ Oliver, after a 1-2-3 strikeout the side, will step in against Josh Gradwall. And when you look at the Cy Young potentials, both of these guys in the batter's box and pitching right now are easily in the top 4. And you got to throw in Evan Clugston and Josh Gradwall's cousin, Drew Gradwall of the Northern Nighthawks. Peter McNeil, you got to throw his name in there as well.
Threw a perfect game last time.
Some of these players are just so good. It's just a matter of them showing up for games. You know, unfortunately for DJ Oliver, he missed 2 this year. Still has an astronomical amount of strikeouts, but so that's a foul ball.
Let's go, baby.
3-1 count. Full count right here to Josh Gradwall. That's just low, and that'll be the first base runner of the day. Josh Gradwall, when he does run into problems, it's with his command. Walking has been an issue.
Yeah, we've seen it before. He'll start off a little sluggish, missing the zone, but he seems to find a way to pitch himself out of it without giving up too many runs.
Mark Campanero now steps in. And we're looking at pace of play here in the AWA. Both of these teams are very speedy teams when it comes to pace of play, and that has to do with their good pitching.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact about Josh Gradwall, he threw the only no-hitter loss in AWA history against the Nighthawks earlier this year.
It's rather unfortunate.
And it looks like Josh has the ability. You know, he's getting down 3-0, but he comes right back with, 2 straight strikes. Usually what I try to tell my team is in the first inning, you just got to start pumping the zone early, and then once they know you can throw strikes, that's when you start having those pitches that are close misses. Pilots are one of those teams that are very patient, and the first inning they're not looking to swing out of their shoes.
Yeah, they're very patient at bats. Can be frustrating to play against sometimes. We've seen here 2 straight walks, forcing Josh to throw a lot of pitches.
Keaton McKay steps in, who's having a career year, both sides of the plate. Down the middle, 1-1. Sorry, 0-2. Just inside. Drew Gradwell is one of those pitchers that's very good at pitching right under the speed limit. Just outside again. I said Josh. Did I not say Josh?
I think you did say Drew.
Well,
common mistake.
both of them.
I caught that one.
Yep. Even though it rolled on the field, he did catch it.
I just threw it back really quick.
Mark Campagnaro will throw the ball back that Alex caught and threw back. 2-2. The count to Keaton McKay right here. Keaton has always had a good on-base percentage in the AWA. And that is a nasty pitch for the first out. Put it where only, an amazing swing could hit that pitch.
Yeah.
Almost unhittable right there. That'll be the first out.
Teoscar Hernandez would have chased it.
Leads the league in strikeouts. Up steps Josh Campagnaro. And that's in play, and no one's there. They shift it over. And Jake Oliver does the fake throw, and you got to know with Josh Campagnaro up, they did not look at the scouting report. He is a pure oppo hitter. It's a completely rare situation.
You got to shift in the opposite way than you'd think.
Up steps the hatless Brad McGinnis, who is the Game 2 starter for the Pilots. DHing here today, looks at a strike. Oh, 2 on the nasty sinker. And as far as pitchers with sub-3 ERAs, Josh Gradwell is one of the higher whips. And you can see why here. He does load up the bases, but usually when he gets to this point, he can battle out.
Really buckles down.
Full count. It's a big pitch right here. See what Brad does here. Looks a little tentative here. He might take this pitch. Froze him right down the middle. That'll be the second out of the inning. And then once again, the order will turn over for DJ Oliver. And DJ by no means having a year behind the plate that you'd want as far as he wants. 275, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. He's never really been an elite hitter, but he's been a solid hitter.
Yeah, I'm always confident he's going to do something good at the plate. Never worried.
Nasty pitch right there.
A little worried after that one.
That's out of play, just a little late. Got him. Strike. No pitch. Mark Campagnaro over second base, called out the speed gun right away. 0-2 remains
Watching
the
it like
count.
a hawk.
Yeah. You got to when you're facing Josh Gradwell.
Probably see a lot of it later with Brad McGinnis on the mound.
That's for sure.
Too.
Doesn't matter. And that will end the inning. Once again, Josh Gradwell works himself into a bit of a problem. Base is loaded, and he gets out of it. We're headed to the top of the second.
Sad is I'm so comfy with bases loaded
here we go, getting ready to start the top of the second. Chase Winkler swings at a first pitch strike, the signature first pitch slider hack from Chase Winkler. And that's in play. Just a little late. It'll go to DJ Oliver. Does well to get the first out of the inning. Up steps Brock Blehaus, who despite numerous attempts of me telling him not to wear his pink hat and wear his team hat, he still disobeys.
I think it's a good clash of colors.
Looks great with his rings.
It's like a watermelon alternate.
Yeah. I mean, if the whole team had it, I'd be, that'd be totally fine, but just these individuals, it's not about the team anymore.
Yeah.
Might be why he's hitting 226. Two and 0.
Looked a little timid there.
And we'll see what he does here. 229 on the year. Doesn't go there. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Other than he had 1 game where he had 7 RBIs. Other than that, it's been a bit of a struggle. And that'll be a 4-pitch walk. And honestly, that's the approach you have to start against DJ if he's not landing his slider. You saw in the first inning, players were swinging at the slider every time. I don't know how many actual strikes he had. There was just a lot of swing and miss. And first inning, you got to stay patient and make sure those sliders are actually landing in the zone.
Yeah.
Drew Williams steps in, hitting .321 on the year with 3 home runs and 15 RBIs. Be a ball outside. Brock Blehaus is the first base runner of the day for the Enforcers.
Still haven't gotten a hit yet. Only been 1 hit this whole game.
I would say, this year with 2 perfect games, a no-hitter isn't as cool as
I know.
previous years. 3-1. Outside corner, get me over pitch. Full count now. And that's in play past the pitcher. And everyone's safe. 1 base for both batters as that's thrown over the roof. A rare error there from Keaton McKay. Call it a single and an error. And here we go. Ball 1 to Jake Oliver. Runners on second and third. Jake Oliver has 11 home runs this year. I know Alex Harden sitting next to me doesn't want him to hit anymore, but he's one of the hardest swinging, most power in the AWA.
Yeah. He can hit it out anytime. Just hopefully not today.
And that's
Nice.
in play to Mark Campanero. Gets the out at first, and I'm surprised Mark Campanero did not go home.
You're like a gazelle running from a lion.
We'll look at the replay. Just got him by a step. But that will be an RBI, and that'll be the first run of the game for the Enforcers. Foul back.
Wonder if Mark realized there was runners on second and third.
Mark's
Maybe
one of
he
those
forgot about the error.
Mark's one of those players that just really gets zoned in.
Yeah.
So there's a couple times when
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know when he's batting or when he's yeah. 2 outs.
I have 1.
Wait.
I thought it was only Jake. Rock walk, Drew walk, Jake hit. No, because Chase started it and struck out.
Yeah, there's 1 out. 1 out.
Was that
So we're getting ready to score this right here. It'll be 0-2 count to Josh Grau as they reload on balls. What we were saying, Mark Campanero didn't know he could have. It's a tricky situation there, not with the force. That's a ball right there, 1-2. With no force, the runner actually has to cross that no bunt line. So maybe he didn't want to wait and then throw it home. That's a tough timing play. Works it to full. Was that a walk?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
That'll be a walk then.
Yeah. The pack out. I almost brought mine today.
For Josh Gradwall. Runners on first and third. 1-0 the score here, top of the second. And upsets Chase Winkler, who's got 6 home runs, 20 RBIs, batting .353 on the year. His best offensive year so far as a average stance. Looks at ball 1. 1-1. And if you're a pitcher facing Chase Winkler, first pitcher coming at him with the slider. He will match it if it. Oh, and that was probably the one to.
Yeah, should have committed there.
As you can tell right there, he didn't want to swing at that one, but it would have been a strike. DJ's slider is one of the best bites in the league. That's a nasty pitch right there, and they'll get out of the inning with just 1 run coming across as we head to the bottom of the second. 1-0. Getting ready to start the bottom of the second in this 1-0 game. If it comes to what's going to do it for either team, it's capitalizing when runners are on base. Unfortunately for the Pilots in the bottom of the first. Ooh, it hits him right in the face. Ball 1. Pilots left bases loaded in the bottom of the first. Down the middle, 1-1. Always a little slow to call it a strike when I see a pitch that moves that fast. Wait for them to yell at me.
My head just snaps to the radar gun.
There's a sinker that Mark was licking his lips all over, but swings over the top of it, 1-2. That looked like a pretty fast pitch right there. Count is 2-2.
60 right on the gun, right on the dot.
That was a legal pitch. And there's a foul ball. That's a strategic speed pitch.
Yeah.
Some pitchers like to do that, like Dominic Demir of the Mojo. They like to get an intentional speed check just to change it up and come back with a slow pitch like that.
Yeah.
Jake Oliver also does that well. As far as toughest outs in the league, Mark Campanero's got to be up there.
Yeah, that's for sure. Very experienced hitter.
Doesn't have the highest average in the league. It's very far up there, but if he hits it in play, it's more often than not it's going to be a home run. That'll be a walk for Mark Campanero.
He's a Silver Slugger for a reason.
And right behind him is Keaton McKay, presumptive Gold Glover. First-time All-Star this year. He was originally on the Northern Nighthawks in his debut season in 2021. He was traded to the Pilots for a conditional second, which ultimately turned into Chance Justice. But, I mean, you tell me what team's winning that trade right now. Chance Justice, he's got the torn UCL. Can't really base this year on him. But last year, Chance did have a great power year. we've seen Josh Gradwell come back on a 3-0 count multiple times, throw a strike. So, it's wonder. Is that a strategic theme? Him falling behind there? I don't really know. It's another one just like that. Maybe you should start with that pitch.
Second time Keaton struck out looking on that high outside corner. Tough way to go down.
That'll be 1 out in the inning. Brother of Mark Campanero over at first base. Josh Campanero, the second overall pick from the 2021 draft.
UW Bothell product.
They both brothers technically came into the league at the same time. Mark came in as a captain, did not play in the 2020 year. 0-2. Outside. Jake. 2-2 count. Josh Campanero having a career year. 355 average with 4 home runs.
Ooh.
That almost knocks him out.
62 also.
Josh career has been around 355 all year. All his career, he's got 14 career home runs. And that ball is going back, and that's off the top of the wall. He missed the home run by about a foot. And Josh Campanero comes through again for the Pilots, who he's been doing it all year.
He's really stepped up at the plate. He's hitting it opposite way pretty much every time. Really stepped up as a hitter. Looks locked in up there. He does look like he guesses sometimes, though.
Yeah. I was going to say, the biggest difference I've noticed from 2021 and 2022 as opposed to 2023 with Josh is you're seeing not as many swings where he's swinging and it ends up hitting him. That happened. I can't even count how many times that happened.
Yeah. He was just looked like every time he was just guessing.
It's just him. It looks like he's being patient every time he hit it so far today, and usually he's hitting it oppo, which is just a rare feat. Most guys in the league, if they get a hold of it, they're pulling it right over the foul pole. Brad McGinnis stepping in now in a 1-2 count. Brad McGinnis led the league in home runs to begin last year. He was the top of the leaderboard for a while, but he swings over the top of that one for the second out. It's tough when you're not at every game. It's tough to stay locked in. These games are about every 2 weeks now for each team. So
gotta stay in somewhat of a rhythm as much as you can.
He is having a great year pitching. But, if you miss one game, you're already talking about missing a month.
Yeah.
So it's hard to stay locked in. DJ Oliver will step in. Fouls that back. Over the top of that one, 0-2. Nicks it, strike 3. And we're headed to the third inning. Enforcers maintain a 1-0 lead. As we start the top of the third, Brock Blaus will step in. And Brock Blaus sitting on 99 career RBIs. He's been chasing the 100th RBI, it seems like, for about 5 weeks now.
Helps if you swing the bat.
He's been very patient. And, it's not a bad strategy against DJ Oliver.
Yep.
It's tough right there, 1-2. Oh, yeah, by the way, it is Brock Blaus' birthday.
Happy birthday, Brock.
That's probably why he's wearing a pink hat. DJ, how about a birthday pitch? A birthday pitch for the birthday boy? Oh, no, he did not get a birthday pitch. And that bat is thrown. Hit a child. Just kidding, there's no children over there. I'll be 1 out. Drew Williams will step in. Drew Williams, 24 career home runs, 107 RBIs, 360 average. Looks at a strike. Drew Williams was one of those. That's in play to DJ. That's a fair ball. That's tough to make. He'd be safe. Just beat it by a step, but that is a great play. We'll look at the replay. Safe by a step. And up steps Jake Oliver. Jake Oliver. First pitch swinging like he likes to do.
Just a couple more of those.
Ball right there. When we're looking at career home run numbers, Jake Oliver sitting at 46. Second closest to him right now is Mark Campagnolo. Mark's got 42 home runs, but keep in mind, Mark came into the league one. Yeah. Actually, no, they actually kind of both came in. Jake came into the league about in the postseason of 2020.
Yeah, he was kind of a replacement player at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that is rolling foul. DJ Oliver does well to make sure it stays foul. Not very content-esque of him. I think there's a few players that would just let it sit and watch just to see if it happens. And might be both of us in the booth right now. But I don't know. I
don't got the wheels to run up there that fast.
Alex would have just looked at it. Please don't go over the line. That ball is going back, and that's it. Home run, sole leader.
I don't know. I didn't see it go over.
Sorry about that, Alex, but that's 12 home runs for Jake Oliver off his brother. Alex Harden, unfortunately, is now in second place.
I don't know. That looked like a single to me.
Biggest problem there is now I'm going to have to change the dang graphic.
I think I play on Monday, so.
He's got a chance to tie it up. Yeah. And Enforcers are playing the Nighthawks next week, so still some good pitching. So, you know, there is a shot there.
It'll be interesting. It'll be fun.
That is in play. Mark does well to knock it down. That'll stay in play. And he's going 3. Jeez. And that is a triple, a rare triple for Josh Gradwell, slipping down right there. The rule is if it's in play, stays in the field of play. 1 out. If it stays in the field of play, the batters can run as far as they want, but if the throw goes out of play, runners only get 1 back. So in that situation, it's funny to say, but Mark should have thrown it worse.
Yeah. Yeah, Josh really showing off the wheels there.
Little remnants of earlier this year when Alex Harden was running to third base on the tag. And
took me a while.
1 and 2 count. And that is a strikeout for DJ. 2 outs, and they're looking for the birthday boy, Brock Blayhouse. He might be crying in his car right now. I don't know where he goes in between at bats. Like, he can't be that busy.
Getting a talking to from the coach, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Was he?
Well, I see him in there.
What is he doing? On his phone. There's a strict no phone policy here in the AWA. He will be fined. At least $10. Brock Blehaus steps in. Runner at third, swinging. 0-1. Language, please. 1-1 count. And those sliders have just been devastating to the enforcers today. Brock does well there. 2-2. And that ball is going back, and that's out of here. A birthday home run for Brock Blehaus. 2-run shot, 5-0. And that is career RBI 101. Save that ball. And the Pilots find themselves in a rare losing situation right now, heading with the third inning coming up. Pilots lost their first series against the Nighthawks last week. Now, DJ wasn't there, which is a huge part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I've said it before up here, but, you know, they're only down 5, and no lead is safe in the AWA. We've seen some monster comebacks and some monster box scores.
That's true.
I think it was these two teams, they each put up like
That
20
is.
runs or something.
Greatest comeback or game in AWA history. That ball is in play to Keaton McKay. So smooth with it there.
Looks like Robinson Cano.
Yeah. Over at second base, but that will be a single for Drew Williams. I think the final score was...
It was in the mid-20s, mid to high
was-
20s at least.
Was it like 23-22 or something crazy? But speaking of this rivalry, last year in the NLCS, it was both of these teams, and ultimately it was the Enforcers that beat the Pilots, but it came down to Mark Campanero over at third base. He had a Buckner through the legs.
Way too fast.
0-1 remains the count. He had a Buckner through the legs over at third base where he's standing right now, which ultimately gave the Enforcers a run. And as I speak, it goes right down the line, another single.
That would have been a tough play regardless. That ball was hit very hard.
But Mark says
That's what I was looking for.
he thinks about that moment fairly often. just saying something. But the fact that they were 1 out away from going to the World Series is wild. 0-1. 0-2.
Be one strike and one more strike.
Hits him. That sounded pretty loud. 1-2. Does not go. That is a hard pitch to take. Good take right there. For DJ Oliver, this is the most runs he's ever allowed in a start this year. Fouled back.
Staying alive.
DJ Oliver, speaking of pitching prowess, has a career 2.27 ERA in 72 innings pitched. That'll be a walk. Now the bases are loaded. And I don't know what the Enforcers are doing here to find the secret sauce here for the hitting DJ Oliver, but it's starting to work right here. Chase Winkler steps in. Fouls it off, and you already knew he was going to first pitch swing.
Said a tough day at the plate so far, but a big opportunity here.
I think so. Fouls that off.
That second pitch was a strike, right? Okay.
0-2 count to Chase Winkler. Looks like he got a new haircut.
Yeah, looking pretty
And
snazzy.
that ball is just popped up, and Josh Campanero was underneath it, and they'll get out of it, but not after a 2-run home run from Brock Blehaus, and we're headed to the bottom of the third. 5 needed for the Pilots to tie, 6 to win. looking now. Jake Oliver has come in to close out the game. And the funny thing is, last week they tried this. It was successful for 1 out of the 2 attempts against the Cyclones.
Yeah, some you don't see often with the. So you get burned for the one of the other 2 games. Can't pitch, and you don't see it that often because there's not a lot of guys that can pitch.
That's true. And also, it's like, if your dude's rolling, why, no runs scored so far, why take him out?
Mm-hmm.
I can understand if it's a tie game, 5-5. Well, actually, maybe I can't understand that yet. That's a 4-pitch walk, and that's the other risk you run, Jake's been playing in the field all game.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't really been throwing any pitches.
Yeah, if anything, maybe throw out, if you really want to conserve your guy, maybe throw out somebody who doesn't pitch all that often.
That's
and maybe
true.
They can just squeak on by.
The Pilots are the best team in the league as far as comeback victories. They have 16 wins for a reason. They're just so stingy in that final inning. They're looking at every pitch. It's funny. It's like a first and third inning thing for the Pilots. The second inning, they're swinging away. First and third, they're just sitting on everything. 0-1. Keaton McKay. That's just high. 0-2. Or 2-0. 1-2 count now. Looks like Jake slipped a little bit right there, but 2-2 count. The gravel put in front of the pitcher's mound has been good, I'd say, as far as gripping this year.
I think it's a nice addition. Grounds crew really killed it with that one.
It's like we always like the grass there, but, the grass disappears, and then we put dirt there, and then it gets wet.
Yeah.
It's just not good. That'll be a walk, and now back-to-back walks. You got to wonder what they're going to do. I always tell the team, it's like, do you want to lose via a walk-off walk? No. Just get some balls in play,
Yeah. And we're coming in on 40 minutes of game time here in game 1. Could be here for another 40 minutes.
Don't say that. Some good
Knock on
reaction
wood.
there, yeah. 0-1, yeah, I heard the knock on wood there. Josh Campanero steps in. Hits him in a spot I don't think I want to be hit in. 1-1.
Didn't seem to
Phase
affect him.
yeah. He just locked in. 1-2. And there's that slow curve from Jake Oliver. Unfortunately goes wide. See, the Pilots kind of, once they're down to 2 strikes, they kind of know Jake's way. I've been sitting back waiting on that slider, as you see right there.
Yeah. Let's see how many claps does Mark give before this pitch. Counted 6.
Oh, is that like a thing?
It's
No, yeah.
every time.
Oh, that is a nasty pitch. Josh, more flustered than anything not to swing. That's the signature Jake Oliver pitch right there, one of his 8. Actually, might be his 9th. Got him. Strike 3 brings Josh Campanero to a knee. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Up steps Brad McGinnis, looking to figure it out right here late for his team.
Mark's still out there at second base offering plenty of encouragement to his guys.
He is known for his clapping.
Maybe he's clapping in Morse code. Maybe he's just playing chess
was
while
7.
we're playing checkers.
See, I was thinking that, but I'm like, he's clapping before the ball's even gripped, which he could easily relay.
Maybe he just knows. Maybe, he's just guessing right every time. Maybe that's why he's such a good hitter.
That's a nasty pitch right there, 1-1. Yeah, now that you bring it up, now I'm just kind of, that's the only thing I can see.
Gets in your head a little bit.
Wow, what a pitch right there, 1-2.
He's winning the psychological battle here. Despite the deficit.
Did a layoff there. No clap. Oh, wow. Fouls it off.
Emergency hack there. There it is.
That was 4. We're counting. Maybe it means something. There he is, Mark Ampinero, Pilots captain.
Over. I wonder what the over/under is for claps per 9.
That's a great question. Yeah. So it looks like every time he's on the field, does he clap when he's not on the field? Does not go full count. So it looks like it's between 4 and 7 claps on average per pitch. Oh, that's in play. That'll take him right to the bag for the out. Smart by Chase, honestly, to not risk it throwing over to first. You know, the Enforcers really got burned last week if you tuned in there. One of the worst losses we've ever seen. Jake Oliver was in a similar situation. Threw the ball over to Chase Winkler at third. Missed him, 2 runs scored. The Cyclones eventually won that game.
Yeah, sometimes you just get too aggressive out there with the ball in your hand in the field. You know, like gotta remember when you're throwing that thing, it doesn't always go where you want it to.
That's true. 0-2, DJ Oliver steps in against his brother Jake Oliver here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs, Enforcers up 5-0. And that ball is going back. And that's off the tree. Everyone's safe. And DJ Oliver, look for a second, it could have been a home run. But a run will score, and now it's 5-1.
They will not be shut out.
No one shuts out the Pilots.
Wonder if he'll clap when he's
Yeah,
batting.
I was gonna say one thing's for sure: he does not clap when he's batting.
I feel like a good over/under is 200
Per game.
per game.
Well, we can mathematically calculate this. Yeah, so I'd say probably 4 as he looks at ball right there. 4 at bats, not 5 on the other team. Every pitch. So they each bat 3 times, 4 times.
We have to figure out the
Yeah, it's
average
too
of
much.
how many
That's a lot.
pitches per at bat.
Yeah.
Need John Boys for this one.
That's in play to Josh. He'll throw to third for the out, and that'll end it. The Enforcers steal game 1. And just like that, the Pilots have lost another game. And honestly, that first seed is looking easier and easier for teams like the Cyclones and the Nighthawks to capitalize on.
Yeah, they're kind of, I don't know, giving it away, it seems like. But still got 2 more here. We'll see if they can bounce back. I think they're going to definitely put up more of a fight here in game 2 and 3. You don't see them put up less than 5 runs very often.
Yeah, giving up 5 runs, DJ Oliver looks like he'll just hop right back on the field. And we'll take a break here as we get the lineup sorted out. And here we go, game 2. Enforcers steal game 1. Sitting at 12-10. Got a ball right here, and like we were saying, it's swings right there. 1-1, Drew Williams. It's tough to get back into the swing of things. DJ Oliver wasn't here last week, so he's taking about a month off from wiffle ball. I can see in the outfield, I don't know if the camera can see it, but looks like Josh Campanero's walking around out there. That ball's going back, and that's a home run for Drew Williams. Quick 1-0 lead.
That ball got out in a hurry. He turned on that with authority.
That ball was crushed. 4th home run for Drew Williams on the year. And this Enforcers team looks pretty scared.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be a force, no pun intended, in the playoffs for sure, no matter who they play. They got bats 1 through 5. You know, everybody can hit. They're smart in the field for the most part.
DJ Oliver hits Jake Oliver. I think we've seen this before. Little ugly there. 1-1. At least he's honest. That ball is popped up and caught from DJ Oliver. 1 out. One out in the inning. Josh Gradwell will step in. Will be the starter again in game 2. Pitched excellently. 2 innings, no earned. And that's in play to Mark Campanero. Drops it down, throws to first, gets the out. Great play from Mark Campanero.
Yeah, real nice job. Just taking his time, gathering himself. Fumbled it a little bit, but kept his composure and made the play.
I've seen him multiple times, especially in game 1. He kind of double clutches it. Maybe that's a strategic thing, trying to re-grip it.
Yeah, I mean.
But that seems like a tough way to re-grip it.
Might be just the baseball instinct in him.
Yeah, it looks cooler probably. 2-0.
And maybe if Thomas Playhouse was running down the first base line, he can re-grip it.
Does not go 3-0. That is true. But also, it is impressive. Goes unnoticed is first baseman catching the ball when it's not always a great throw. You know, he's gonna 3-0 courtesy swing. Love to see it.
It's a little insult to DJ there. He doesn't really get many of those.
Yeah, he does not. Usually, most batters are looking their chops, and that's in play. Keaton McKay running over, gets the out. What a play from Keaton McKay, like a gazelle. We're headed to the bottom of the first. And with that, we head to the bottom of the first. Enforcers find themselves up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Josh Gradwell on the mound again, had 2 no-score innings in game 1. Ultimately got the win in game 1. DJ Oliver steps in, looks at ball 1. Right there, 2-0. DJ Oliver not known for his power, but he does have 8 career home runs. Swinging over the top of that one, 2-1. Came in the league last year as the first overall pick, and it was a trade. The Stingers traded the first overall pick to the Pilots. And ultimately, I think it helped both teams. You know, the Stingers won the World Series last year. No one picked them to win it. But then DJ Oliver's, he looks at strike 3 right there as having his best year pitching-wise. Quick out right there for Josh Gradwell. And up steps Mark Campanero, who's got the mic here.
Interesting mic location. I wonder if that affects his vision.
Yeah, if I have it, I'm always putting it on the inner shirt. I don't know if I'd like a little black thing there, but you know, whatever works. And that ball is just underneath it. Mark Campanero just pops it up. And that'll be the second out.
I believe Mark just got to Masters in Apex Legends, so congrats on that.
That is a huge accomplishment. Mark Campanero is one of the few batters in the AWA with a career over 500 average, but you know, as we get farther and farther in these seasons and in these leagues, the pitching does get much better. You know,
Yeah,
see
guys
how
really find their stuff.
how far we've come since 2020.
I think first year, Thomas led the league with like 40 dingers. Now
33.
It's like 33, whatever it was.
Don't know how many he had in the postseason, but
yeah, now it's like the league leader's like 15. Might end up being that at the most.
well, you Jake Oliver there. He's at 12. They got today's game and swings over the top of that one, 3-1.
No pitch, I guess.
But he's got 12 right now, looking at about 5 more games. That'll be a walk for Keaton McKay. Last year was honestly the chance for players to come close to that 33 career mark, but we reverted back to the 9 games that we had in 2020 and 2021.
Yeah. I think, who led it last year? They have like in the
Jake
20s?
Oliver, I think he had, did he have 20? I can check. It's a great question. Josh Campanero steps in. On the leg. Ball 1. Swinging over the top of that one, 1-1.
Come on, Josh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Great eye.
Ball right there.
2-1.
2 and 1. That's allowed. Maybe I'll tell him. It's right there.
Good AB. Good AB.
Mark, if you clap, try not to do it right by that mic. Here we go, 3-1. Right down the middle, full count. He's going over there. Got him, strike 3. And that'll be the first inning. We head to the top of the second, 1-0.
Brock Silver?
Where is he?
They all work.
Oh.
No, they don't. It's the archer, not the arrow.
Wow, that's a good saying.
Brock Blaihouse had a home run to get to 100 career RBIs.
Oh, what a hack, though. We like that. We like
As you might imagine, he's swing happy right now. 0-2 to Brock Blaihouse. He's got to battle back. And that is not really what he probably wanted there.
Shane, what does Shane say?
Definitely win. I don't need to go to the replay booth on that, but we'll show it just for the sake of it. Yeah, that was the fact that he called up for the review. Drew Williams will step in. Had the solo shot in inning 1 here in game 2. Give him this 1-0 lead.
He's choking up on the bat.
Go work, baby. Stay hot.
We'll see that a lot.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
And he's got a swing that really looks like it's home run first.
Oh, yeah. That's what we like to see here.
That ball was in the middle of the plate. And that, unfortunately, is the second out of the inning for Drew Williams. It looked like he was all over that one. Jake Oliver steps in. his chops right here. Sitting on 12 home runs against his brother. Looks at ball 1. Hits him right there, 2-0.
One looked like it hurt.
I'm hoping for another ball that hits him in the face. I mean, every time that happens, everyone gets a little excited.
Yeah. Everybody a little on edge.
Maybe just like 5 straight balls to the face. That'd be impressive.
Some places you pay extra for that.
3-0 count. And no courtesy swing from Jake. That'll be a 4-pitch walk. Get to first. Jake looks like he's trying to help his average out over there. Jake's got a lot of power this year, but his average has been a little bit down for his.
Yeah, what a scrub.
I know. 380 is not shabby, but he has not finished the season hitting below the 400 mark ever. He's only 20 away. Could happen.
Yeah.
And that ball is playable, and Brad McGinnis will make the play. That'll be the 3rd out. And we head to the bottom of the 2nd remains. 1-0, and Forster's Pilots need to go to work. And here we go. Brad McGinnis will step in. Will be today's Game 3 starter. He looks at a ball right there. 1-0. Hit some solid contact on that. Just a bit late. That'll be 1-1. Right down the middle, 1-2. Brad had a little difficulty with Josh here today, but so do most people.
Yeah. His pitches look like they're coming a lot faster than the radar gun suggests. It's a unique kind of pitcher.
And just like that, he gets another strikeout. I was talking with Josh Gradwall's cousin, Drew Gradwall. Sounds like they got a little bit of a battle brewing. Who can get the most strikeouts? Right now, Drew, who played last week, is above Josh. Overtook him for the first time, but Josh has got a lot of game left here. 0-1 to DJ Oliver. And that's a pitch right there that looked like it could have been a speed check, but he's just been right underneath it all day. In plate. Oh, Jake Oliver, uncharacteristic, overthrows it. That might be an error on Jake Oliver. Don't know what happened there. It looks like he tried to throw it before he had the ball. Most of the time when the ball's hit over to second base, shortstop areas, you see Jake Oliver right there. It's no gimme play, but for some of the better fielders, it's just a matter of picking it up. And sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. Mark Campanero loves that inside sinker. Swings over the top of that one. 0-1. Mark Campanero sitting on 8 home runs. And that ball is hit in the gap. DJ Oliver does well to hold up right there. Looks like Jake might have had a play there.
Yeah, you know, the home runs aren't necessarily the highest they've been for Mark, but he's still a very complete hitter. And for a very good average, you know, the Pilots will take that every time.
That's a nasty pitch. Oh, that's one way to do that. 0-1. Runners on first and second with 1 out. And that's in play. Josh will throw to third. What a play from Josh Gradwall. Just the awareness to turn and go to 3 to get that second out. That might be the play you look back at and say, hey, if you don't make that play, you know, he's in another bases loaded 1-out situation.
Yeah.
But he comes through right there for his team and himself. That ball is hard hit. Jake Oliver can't come up with it. Jake Oliver, and he got him. What a play from Jake Oliver, and that'll be the 3rd out. That play was all kinds of messed up. Looked like he had the out over at second base, but it forced DJ to go to 3rd. Mark had to go, and it just beat Mark Campanero by a step. The rule at the AWA is where the ball crosses the plate is where it will be declared an out or not, and the ball obviously has to hit the backstop. So if you beat the plate but don't hit the backstop, it's not going to be an out. But he does so there, and we will head to the 3rd inning, 1-0. And here we go, getting ready to start the top of the 3rd. Chase Winkler will step in. He took the courtesy 3-0 hack against DJ in his last at-bat. Unfortunately, his next pitch was hit over to Keaton McKay, which any other fielder probably wouldn't be able to make it, but he does so there.
It's just a vacuum out there. A black hole of fielding.
Got him, strike 3. And it looks like DJ Oliver kind of is picked up on Chase Winkler swinging first pitch. Comes back. It's that slider, you know?
Yeah, it can
Gets
be
the
a
best of us.
dangerous strategy as a hitter once the pitchers figure it out.
Up steps Brock Blehaus. It is his birthday today. He did hit a home run. 2 things you like to hear. He does have a pink hat.
Do it again.
Yeah. Swinging over the top of that one. 1-1. That ball is going back. And that probably will be scored as a single. Brock gets into second. That's a tough play to make for anyone. Might be a double there for Brock Blehaus. That's a great hit right there. You know, a play that looked like might have been able to make, but when it lands anywhere near that tree,
yeah,
you can't say it's the fielder's fault there.
Yeah, trees are definitely a bit of a hazard out there. It's like the old hill in center field in Minute Maid
Yeah,
Park.
We're just playing golf out here. You
Yeah.
know? With the sand pits in the form of trees.
So Brock able to recognize it there and turn a single into a double.
That's nice. 1-1 count.
What? No pitch on that.
0-1 count. Sorry, no pitch was on the first pitch. That'll be 2-0.
Yeah.
Drew Williams. We'll look at a pitch inside 3-0 again. DJ just, you know, the Pilots, you can tell when DJ's not on, this team, I hate to say it, is not as good.
Yeah.
That's out of play. Do not go for that. But it'll be full count.
And I think the biggest part is, you know, DJ hasn't, I mean, in terms of the relative to some of the other pitching performances we've seen, 5 runs isn't insurmountable. The Pilots' bats have just kind of been quiet today. Not the usual case for them, but it certainly happens here.
And that's a hard hit ball to Brad. What a play from Brad.
Good snag.
Those are those tennis hands right there.
Yeah, Brad's a superstar tennis player.
But that'll be 2 outs. The runner does advance, and in a game like this, facing DJ Oliver, farther you can get that player, but or runner in a scoring position 50 feet away of Brock Playhouse. Jake Oliver will step in.
Yeah, looking at this box score, I mean, it had feels like a lot of action this game too, but there's only been a total of 4 hits this whole game.
Just quality wiffle ball.
Yeah, good pitching.
2 and 1. If you're watching at home and you want to play AWA Wiffle Ball, that ball's in play. It's going back. Keen McKay! He makes the rub again! You gotta be kidding me! That would have been home run 13, and Alex Harden celebrating because he knows the home run lead isn't going to get farther.
That's what I like to see.
You gotta be kidding! It looks like he had it, and then he dropped it, and then he recovered. Like he almost gave up a home run twice.
He's Superman out there.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
This point, might just have to expect it.
That's that's probably true. And as far as the game's concerned, that would have put them up 3-0.
Yeah, those are huge runs he saved there. I mean, Pilots can walk it off here. They're only down 1.
No.
Brad. Brad is up. The tennis superstar.
Brad McGinnis with those nice hands. Steps in. And once again, they're going to Jake Oliver. Closing this game out. This is not an easy situation. 1-run games, I would say, are by far
a rip
from save. Brad McGinnis.
It's that backhand from Brad.
Yeah, seriously. In his first hit of the day, it was a hard hit ball, 100 off the radar gun exit velo. Fights that one off. DJ Oliver. Ball right there. Pilots have the tying run at the plate. Anything now, any home run now would be considered a walk-off. Quick 0-2. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Brother versus brother. Does well to continue to fight it off. Hits the gutter. Jake Oliver right there. Milwaukee in the background. Nice red sign. Got him. Strike 3. That's a huge out for Jake Oliver. And
it's not going to get any easier here, though.
As far as averages are concerned, once you get through Brad and DJ, who are by no means bad hitters, the average ticks up to about 380 between Keaton, Mark, and Josh.
Expect Jake to be pretty careful here with Mark. Doesn't want to leave him anything that'll hit the metal.
Yeah, last guy you want to leave a hanging slider. It's a bit high right there. I always find it funny when pitchers come in and they act like, oh no, I walked him. It's like, we know exactly what you're trying to do there.
It's not the end of the world, buddy.
A walk is definitely better than a...
Wonder if Mark wanted to swing at that
I wanted to swing at that.
Yeah.
3-0.
Mark's got some cool socks.
Yeah, those are pretty frat. That's in play, and that's a foul ball. Looked like that pitch would have been a strike regardless. But Mark not letting Jake 4-pitch walk him.
He does not like to walk, that's for sure. Mark is a hitter. It's in his blood.
No. If you're just joining us, score 1-0. Enforcers on top of the Pilots here in the bottom of the 3rd. That's a slow pitch, another foul ball, and Jake loves throwing that pitch down in the zone. Change up. I think he probably threw that pitch about low 40s.
Very risky throwing it to Mark there. I was up just a little bit more. That ball might have ended the game.
And there's that pitch, and like you said, you know, if he throws that pitch and is anywhere near the zone, I'm sure the batter's licking their chops, but Jake is very good as if he misthrows it like he did there. It's not anywhere near the zone. If you're joining us on TikTok, head on over to YouTube, link in bio. As Keaton McKay steps in. Runners on first and second, go ahead, winning run at first. And that's outside, ball one. It's a nasty pitch right there, 1-1. Rule is in the AWA, if you lean into it just like in the MLB, you got to make an attempt to get out of the way. But if it looks like it's going to be a strike and it looks like your body kind of goes into it, we will call a strike. Doesn't happen very often. So that is a strike right there, 1-2. Keaton's got to get in defense mode. Fouls it off, remains alive. There's no fouling into the back stop here in the AWA, just a foul ball. You remain, just remains a foul ball. You can continue to bat. Does well to fight it off again. 1-2 remains the count. Keaton McKay coming off that absurd rob. I mean, it's not even absurd for him. Absurd for everyone except for him.
It's par for the course.
Yeah. He does go around, and that'll be strike 3. That is a big strike out there from Jake Oliver. It'll be down to Josh Campanero. Forster's clinging on to a 1-0 lead. We'll and that is a hard hit ball. Josh Campanero coming up clutch once again, and now the bases are loaded. Or who else but nice backhand, Brad McGinnis.
And Josh made a really nice play into that ball. I think if that got by him, Brad was going to score with ease there. Would have tied the game.
Brad McGinnis steps in, biggest at bat of the game. Just low. We'll see what Mark over there, Clappy Mark over there, told his Brad right here. It's a good pitch to swing at, but even better pitch is that hit.
Yeah.
Bottom corner of the zone, 1-1. And that is in play. He'll knock it down, and that will score the tying run. Brad McGinnis coming through clutch here, ties the game. And by no means is that an easy play for Josh Gradwell. He knocked it down. At least it didn't get by him.
Yeah, it would have been tough either way to gather himself and get the force at third, I think, would have been the play there.
Yeah.
We've seen them go there a few times already, but Mark was really hustling down there. He might have just beat it.
Both players are defensive players are playing in. But that'll be a ball to Jake Oliver. This will be the last batter of the inning, and we'll see if it's extras or if it's a walk-off. 2-0 to DJ Oliver. He has a chance to do it facing Jake Oliver. Does well to fight that off, 2-1.
Coming in at 59. Looked like it has some
speedy
juice behind
Yeah.
it.
3-1. And we'll see what Jake has here. And that will be a walk-off walk for the Pilots. They take game 2. This series is split And we'll head into Game 3, the rubber match. When we come back, huge comeback for the Pilots, led by DJ Oliver pitching, and honestly Brad McGinnis batting. Some clutch batting late in the game. And we'll get everyone back here shortly to start Game 3. We'll see who can win this very important series in Game 3. Brad McGinnis on the mound, as you can see right there.
Jake, what's the fielding same?
And here we are getting ready to start Game 3, and honestly, one of the most important series of the regular season. Both of these teams above 500. The Enforcers now sit at 12-11, and the Pilots are at 17-7. Don't quote me on it, but I think that's the correct Pilots record. Yep, 17-6. Okay,
Close enough.
that was pretty good. That was a good try. Drew Williams steps in. Looks at a ball right there. Pilots fighting for that ever so important first seed bye. And the Enforcers are right in the middle of a 4-team scramble for a better seeding for the postseason, as Drew Williams will beat it out for a single.
Heck of an effort from DJ Oliver.
That was a great play there. DJ coming from second base, but unfortunately Drew just a little too shifty.
Yeah, hit that one, a little dribbler into no man's land.
Drew Williams had the best 40 time of that 2021 draft class.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Don't remember what it was. It probably wasn't something that would fire anyone up.
we're not running 4 threes. I think we're running about 6 threes.
No. I think it was in the 5s.
Mine was in the 6s.
Well,
I think I ran the 40 with my phone, wallet, and keys in my pocket.
oh, did you?
Yeah.
Gosh, 2-0. Well, you're a captain. You get to choose. You don't. There's no need to.
I'm a singles or a home runs guy.
Yeah.
I don't
We
run
got
the
Prince
bases.
Fielder, Alex Harden. 3-0 count to Jake Oliver. Very patient. Brad McGinnis, one of the most unique pitchers in the league. He's got one pitch that's popped up and playable. Josh.
Sorry.
We have a little bit of bias here. Every time Jake hits it in the air, he's praying it's not a home run, so Alex can take the lead.
Not biased at all.
But no, not biased. That's just strictly professional commentating right there.
No, I love Jake. Love
Yes,
everything
he
he
had
brings.
enough. He's had enough home run titles.
Yeah.
No pitch right there. 0-0.
First one so far. Sure, we'll see some more from McGinnis.
Yeah, like I was saying, he's got that one pitch slider, top of the speed limit is his ball right there. I don't think he has any other pitches if he wants to go to them, but honestly,
it works for him.
It works for him, and it's intimidating. The time in between pitches, unmatched, stares down his batter, fouls that off. 1-2,
Going right
or 1-1.
60.
That's the perfect pitch right there.
Making pretty good time here.
Knock on wood. 2-1. Outside 3-1. Josh Gradwell.
Everybody's got their thing.
And that is fouled back. Alex for sure caught that one.
Heck yeah, I did.
Oh, you actually did?
Yeah.
Was that off the wall?
Alex, you haven't missed one in like.
I've never missed one.
Yeah, no,
Totally believable.
he's just built different. Hits him there. He does not go,
Almost.
but that will walk. Yeah, the hit almost twerked him, if that's the correct term. What's the correct term there?
I think Tark worked.
Yeah.
Threw a
Spun
pack
him,
there.
yeah. Oh my goodness. And Chase Winkler with the mic now, switching up the luck there. He did have that huge single last week, and there's another hard hit ball. That is Drew Williams coming home off the dodge. He'll be safe, and that'll be one extra bag for the batters. And Chase Winkler coming through with a huge hit right there. And just like that, Enforcers start up a run. Nicks it right there. Strike one to Brock Bleaus. Brock Bleaus has increased his average to 250 with 2 home runs and 12 RBIs on the year here on his birthday. I guess this is the one day I'll allow him to wear his pink hat on his birthday. It's not happening again, that's for sure.
We'll see. He seems to be a rogue warrior.
Gets hit right there, yeah. I mean, you know, if this was the NFL and they're out there wearing pink helmets, that's going to be a big uniform
It's like
fee.
I'd like to look at it like Nike paying the fines for Michael Jordan back in the day.
Yeah,
Where
who's his personal sponsor?
Here's Brock is going for the Lulu
Is that
sponsor.
Lulu?
Wouldn't be a bad one. I'll take a Lululemon sponsorship.
Yeah.
I love their product. They changed my life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, true. Full count.
Yeah, when I bought some of those line shorts from Lulu, the Pacebreaker ones, wore them, went back home, bought 3 more of them.
You're really going for it.
I'm
there.
so going for it.
And that's a hard hit ball. That was destroyed off the bat. And Brock Bleaus continues to honestly have his best hitting series of this late season. 94 on the exit
Wow.
velo for Brock
I think
Bleaus.
Brad got out of the way there.
Huh?
One down.
Brock Bleaus, the Pilot's killer. So that's what Mark was saying. Brock Bleaus plays his best games against the Pilots, which is a rare feat. The Pilots have the best record in the AWA.
You know why? It's 'cause he flies.
They'll be 2-0.
He's a pilot.
For the longest time, Brock Bleaus, who is pursuing being a commercial pilot, as that ball's hit hard, and that's out of here. Only way you can get it out of the range of Keaton McKay is you hit it far enough, and that is a 3-run home run. Enforcers are up 5-0 here against Brad McGinnis.
I think in that case he hit it hard enough. Couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah.
As soon as he looked, that ball was gone.
Yeah, Keaton was right there. Look at his chops, but unfortunately for him, that ball was crushed. Second home run of the day for Drew Williams, and that'll be his 5th. So one behind Chase Winkler for second on his team. Like I was saying, Brock Bleaus for the longest time in 2021 and 2022 when the Pilots were announced as an expansion team, he wanted to be traded. And unfortunately, both teams really just couldn't come to terms with the deal. It honestly almost happened at the beginning of this year before the draft, but I think after going to the World Series, Brock Bell said, "Nah, I'm an enforcer for life now, and I'm not going to the Pilots."
Yeah, we love the loyalty. Sometimes, you know, it can be questioned, but
Yeah. 3-0 count to Jake Oliver. Courtesy 3-0 swing right there. Love to see it. Jake Oliver's gotten his average at 377, and honestly, with 12 home runs, he only has 32 RBIs. He'll walk right there as Alex celebrates right there.
one less chance.
Who do the Wolfpack play next week?
I don't know. I think the Aces or something.
Yep, the Aces. So without Moses Valdez, their ace pitcher, you know, there's a chance there could be some lobby lobs in there.
Yeah.
There'll be a ball.
I think I hit one off Moses.
Well,
He's still good, though.
he still has a torn calf, so probably won't see him unless he makes an immaculate recovery. The team doctors here are excellent. That's what I've been told.
Yeah.
We haven't used them ever, but
We hope we don't have to.
yeah. There's only been a few injuries over the course of the years, knock on wood. Does not go. Thought about it. 3-0.
Go, Brad.
Forcers have put 5 runs on here. That was a good hack right there, 3-0. That's what you got to love about this Enforcers team. Well, it's almost mandatory that everyone has to swing on a 3-0 count. And the funny thing about this Enforcers team, they started 0-6. And we knew they were a good team. Like we see them here. You know, they made it to the World Series. That's full count. Oh, no pitch.
Bad stuff.
So look at the crowd right there. But at 0-6, we thought, hey, this team might not be as good as we thought.
Yeah, they just had some bad luck early. The offense wasn't getting going. They weren't hitting any home runs, but they certainly came alive.
And really, it was honestly, I'd point to Chase Winkler as being the point of turning the season around. He really just started crushing the ball right around weeks 4 through 7. Really turned around this lineup offensively. I think the highest average they had on that team at that point was like 250 after games 1 and 2. Just by no means an Enforcer's way that we've seen. 2-0. It looks like Chase is changing up his strategy of first pitch swinging.
Go, Brad. Come on, baby.
I didn't like that one. Here on August 2nd, starting to get darker. 3-0. The lights, we do have the lights. We've added 3 more this year as opposed to last year. So later in the year as we get into the postseason, hopefully lighting will not be an issue. There's that courtesy 3-0 swing.
Not a bad one to swing at there. The high slider.
Been seeing a lot of high pitch dingers lately. Josh Campanero being one of them. And that'll be a walk. Just like that, bases are loaded with 1 out. There is a 6-run limit. And up steps again Brock Bleahouse. Brock Bleahouse with the pink hat.
Shout out Lululemon.
See what he can do here. I know he's going to want to swing. And that might have been the pitch to swing at. 0-1, top of the zone. See in the crowd, Thomas Bleahouse back from summer ball. As Brock Bleahouse looks at 0-2, heckling Brock quite a bit. That'll be a big pickup for the 2-19 Wolfpack.
Yeah.
Who we'll see on Monday, if I'm correct.
I believe so, yeah. Have a look at the schedule.
Strike 3. It's almost like he looked up to see if he went, but it doesn't matter. Hit the strike zone. That'll be 2 outs, and this will be the final batter of the inning here in the top of the first. It's 5-0. 1 run would score, or now we'll end the inning. Just short of the limit. That's in play to Keaton McKay. He'll. Well, look at the replay. That was very close.
Yeah, I don't know if his foot had come down on the bag yet.
Call on the field is safe.
Never stepped on it.
I think he got him.
Yeah.
And that'll be an out. Great play from Keaton McKay. And that will just limit it to 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the first. Pilot got some work to do. Getting ready to start the bottom of the first. That was the longest inning we've had so far. Other than that, it's been a pretty quick series here, sitting at the 1:43 mark in Game 3. The Rubber Match Enforcers have taken a quick 5-0 lead. Keaton McKay will lead it off. They switched up their lineup here. DJ Oliver now no longer in the leadoff spot. He'll be batting third, and we'll look at a strike right there. If there's anything we can point at to the reason why the Enforcers might be able to take this series, it's the man on the mound right now. It's been electric.
Been the star of the show so far.
I hate to tell teammate Drew Gradwell, cousin of Josh Gradwell, but he's going to add quite a bit of strikeouts to his total here today.
Yeah.
Right now he is sitting at 81 strikeouts. And Drew Gradwell sitting at 86. He needs 5 to tie his cousin. It's very doable.
Yeah. It's only the first.
Good job from Keaton McKay to foul it off. Keaton, a great contact hitter. He has been his whole career.
Yeah, on-base percentage machine.
Full count. We're looking at the. That'll be a walk for Keaton McKay. If we're looking at the 2023 WAR leaders, which ultimately equates to MVP. We got one player, or we got a few players in the 5 range. Drew Gradwell, Alex Harden, Jack Blehouse.
Heck yeah.
Mark Campanero. Then you start to move up to the 7 range. 2 players are there, Jake Oliver and Evan Clugston. And then sitting alone
we like
at
the
top.
5 range players better.
Yeah, sitting alone at top, Dominic DeMiro with 8. Dominic has had a very impressive 2023 season.
Think we can catch him in one series?
Catch him?
Yeah.
Oh, it's possible.
I don't know how war works.
Dominic DeMiro's been the hardest batter to get out this year. Only batter as of right now in the 500s, and I think he's leading second place batters. That ball is hit into the area where no one is, and Keaton McKay, the aggressive runner that he is, and Jake Oliver, the aggressive thrower that he is. That one goes wide. Jake's a little lucky there that it didn't go out of play. But nonetheless, that'll be a stand-up double for Mark Campanero off the throw from Jake Oliver. Just like that. Pilots might have something going here.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good, yeah.
I never threw a pitch, so.
Yeah, no pitch thrown. Good job from Mark Campanero there to save an automatic out. It's not the scorer's decision to let him know, but they have the correct order now.
I think I would have.
What?
I would have let him know.
I don't know. We didn't even notice. They're all yellow. It's a strike right there, 1-1. Guess maybe if he was batting from the other side, we'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
1-2. Firm slider right there. Got him on that nasty drop. 1 out.
Now I think it's Josh Campbell.
Yep, that's a good guess. We'll see if he comes out. Oh, there he is.
Should have bet the house on it.
The dangerous lefty. We'll add that K to his total. Josh versus Josh. So we look at ball one, strike one. And that is in play. Throw to first, and that'll be the out. I saw Mark heading for third. Keaton was not moving at all. Maybe Mark was doing that as kind of like a distraction or something, but nonetheless, that'll be the second out, and Brad McGinnis will step in. Nasty pitch right there. 0-1. Brad McGinnis had 2 huge hits in game 2 to secure the Pilots' 2-1 win. 0-2 is the count. Now Brad finds himself as the game 3 starter. Both Brad McGinnis and Mark Campanero, the Pilots' number 3 pitcher, have had a great season so far pitching, but as of late they've been kind of banged up a bit, especially against the Nighthawks last week. Brad got a little roughed up here in game 3. But to be honest, DJ also got roughed up. This Enforcers offense looks like it's operating on all cylinders.
It's like a well-oiled machine.
Full count to Brad McGinnis here with 2 outs here at the bottom of the first. Josh Gradwell will look in. And that is high, bases loaded. And Keaton McKay will step to the plate. And this is a big opportunity for the Pilots. When you look back at game 1 that they ultimately lost, they had an opportunity to score with the bases loaded and couldn't capitalize. Once again, they find themselves with bases loaded. And Keaton McKay will step in. Ball 1. Two and 0. Three and 0. And that's in play. Drew Williams can't knock it down. 1 run scores. DJ Oliver right behind him. And Keaton McKay with a 2 RBI single to get the Pilots on the board here. And just like that, Mark Campanero is the tying run here in the bottom of the first. The Enforcers are missing their second baseman, Jake Oliver, and he's back. I think he was looking for some balls.
Mark's going to want that one back.
It's a very juicy pitch right there. 0-1. Just underneath it. And that is a hard hit ball in the gap. Brad's going. DJ's waving him home, and that'll be another run scored for the Pilots. And it's looking like game 3 might be the highest scoring game in this series.
Certainly going to be the longest.
Ball 1. Swing in there. 1-1. Will appeal. Brock, did he go? I don't think he went. Two and one. That's a nasty pitch right there. 2 and 2. Ball don't lie. Maybe he didn't go. Brock, Jake. Jake Oliver. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Just a staying alive pitch right there, super late, but he does make contact and will remain at 2 and 2. Was going to be a strike. Inside and now full count. Rolling foul. And in this marathon at bat, I think we'll look at pitch. How many pitches is that?
7. This will be the 8th.
8th pitch of the at bat for DJ Oliver. Tom Blaus with the speed there. He'll tell you he ran a 4.5 in college. Don't know if I believe it. Got him, strike 3, and that's a big strikeout there from Josh Gradwell to limit the damage. But the Pilots tack on 3. Score is 5-3 in Forces as we head to the top of the second. And here we go. Jake Oliver will lead it off here in the top of the second in one of the longest innings of the day.
But we're having fun.
That is just foul. Jake Oliver just a little bit excited, and that foul ball made Alex Harden a little bit excited.
That's one way to put it.
Low there. Brad McGinnis just with his delivery takes a little bit of time in between pitches, and
Very fundamental approach.
yeah, and I mean, he looks like a tennis player serving it, to be completely honest. But waiting between pitches and kind of getting roughed up in the first inning, that can make for some long innings.
Yeah.
We've noticed that there in inning 1. For kind of a breeze through innings 1 or games 1 and 2, and that ball is fouled off again. Full count. I know Jake Oliver doesn't want to walk.
Get him, Bradley.
There's Mark Campanero with the signature clap. Inside, and that will be a walk. Alex Harden pumps his fist. It's not a home run.
Anything but that.
Josh Gradwell will step in here. Swinging at that first pitch. Looked kind of like a sinker there. 0-1. One and one. Bit high there, 2-1. Looking at Brad McGinnis' stats in 2023, he's 5-1, 7 games pitched. Got an ERA of 2.47. I know that's going to balloon up a bit. As Josh Gradwell swings over there, 2-2 with 21 strikeouts. And just kind of looking at the pitching staff of the Pilots, DJ Oliver now sitting at a 1.55. And that ball is back, looks playable, and of course, Keaton McKay, the vacuum there, is there to make the play.
Just makes it look so easy.
That'll be one out.
Hey, one away. Let's go.
Chase Winkler with the mic will now step in, the runner at first base. And this is the last game of Week 8. So if you're interested in playing fantasy wiffle ball, last week to play will be Week 9. Be a 1-1 count now to Chase Winkler.
No pitch.
So no pitch. So it remains 1-0. Swings over the top of that one. Ball don't lie. 1-1. I have a feeling these two teams will meet again in the postseason.
Yeah. Likely a preview to that future matchup, barring anything unforeseen.
2-1 now. Now looking at the standings, Cyclones sitting just under the Pilots. They're 16. They have 16 wins, and currently the Pilots have 17 wins. As Chase swings at 2-2. So a series loss here means that all that it takes is the Cyclones need to obviously sweep a team, and the Pilots need to get swept for that 1 seed to go to the Cyclones. But then when you're looking at the Enforcers, right now they're sitting at 12-11. Aces got swept, so now they're sitting at 11-14. Mojo lost their series. That's a ball hit down the line. Chase Winkler will. Looks like a horse walk, like a get. What's it called? What?
I got soccer.
Who do we get? A big free agent signing?
Brock Blahouse notified he's got soccer after this, so this will be his final at bat in this game. But the Nighthawks swept 14-10, and that'll just set up a game in Week 9 between the Enforcers and the Nighthawks vying for that 3rd seed. He looks at ball 1. Brock Blahouse on his birthday's had a very good day. Looks at a strike right there.
Rocking the Lulu hat and the Crocs. Gotta love the
Crocs now. He's changed his.
Crocs got to be the most versatile shoe on the market. Sponsor me, Crocs.
Fouls that
Wear 'em
back.
everywhere.
Brock Blahouse does have his average up to 250 now. You got to love to see that. Hits him in the back. Honestly, it almost hit his bat. You probably know something about that.
It's close enough. We could probably call that a strike.
Yeah. I mean, I know Brock doesn't want to get on the bases. He might be here a while. That ball is just foul. Brock Blahouse with the backspin there. Looked like that. For a second, looked hot off the bat, but remained 2-2.
I think he just got that off the end of the barrel there. Couldn't quite square it up.
And that is a hard hit ball. What a play from DJ! And he'll miss Jake. What a play from DJ Oliver. Well, look at the replay. It was so close to hitting his brother, Jake. And honestly, we might have called him out if it wasn't for the body language of DJ Oliver right there. Clearly missed him there. Will advance the runners on the overthrow. A little bit tougher one to score, but with that, Brock Blahouse will salute his team goodbye on his birthday. Go play soccer after this. Butter Boys FC. I know, it's an elite name. I think if you're in the Enforcers, you got to love to see Brock Blahouse, who was a little bit struggling this year, really pick up his offensive abilities. No pitch there. That's in play, and that is an interesting play there. I want to look at the replay. That I don't. What do you want to call that? I don't. Well, we might have to talk amongst the teams there.
Common courtesy, no contact.
Yeah, I could have ran into Campanero.
I think it's no. Nothing. No, he didn't touch him.
No, didn't touch it.
Is what it is.
All right,
Game on.
Mental warfare.
we will let it play on. That was a tough play to score right there, but another run comes in for the Enforcers. I think TikTok's going to have a field day with that one, letting us know if that's right or wrong. It was an interesting situation there. 2-0. Drew Williams just on a tear as of late. And Jake Oliver was trying to up his RBI total. He is in the top 5 for RBIs, but every player trying to chase Dominic DeMiro in that RBI category. Dominic's got 46. 3-1. And if you were to ask me today if I thought the Enforcers were going to have the lead in every single game, as that is a ball hit right to Keaton McKay, and that will end the inning, you would have thought I've been crazy here as we head to the bottom of the second inning. 6-3 is the score. Different. Dang it! I caught it. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't think there's any cameras to see that. Maybe the back camera. Damn it. 0-1. Josh Campanero steps in, 1-1 count. It's at 7:50 p.m. here in the Pacific Northwest. It's a nasty pitch right there, 1-2. And this will be the final inning pitching for Josh Gradwall. That's in play, and that is just, that's a tough, no, yeah. I was like, don't hurt yourself. It looked like he was going to land on the mound. You know, that's one of those situations where if you're the pitcher, you got to drop that other ball, two-hand it. A one-handed snag on a ball bouncing like that is, I mean, it's going to look way cooler, but the chance of it happening.
That's why when I'm pitching, I don't like to have 2 balls in my hand. A 1 ball in a hand kind of guy.
And you look over here, he's got 4 balls in his hands.
A lot of places you pay extra for that.
That is a nasty, nasty knuckle there. 0-2 to Bradford McGinnis. Got him, strike 3. And honestly, with a pitch like that, you got to just tip your cap there. In Brad's case, he doesn't have a hat. I don't know, bow or something. Keaton McKay will now step in. Made another nice play out there in the field to end the last inning. And that right there might be one of the best pitches in that league, that high screwball that lands for a strike. It's honestly more of a sinker.
Yeah. Does a nice little loop-de-loop, it looks like.
And that is popped up and playable to Jake all yeah, that'll just be an out. No, that's no. We've had this before. There's no infield. It's a constant infield fly rule because you can't tell where the infield and the outfield is. That's why. It'll be
Minus 1 out because you pulled that.
it'll be 1 out. You don't know. It has happened before, so I think he does know. 2 outs here. I know. 6-3 is the score here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. And that is in play to Josh. Gradwell will throw for the out. And regardless of what happens, Josh Gradwell's had a very impressive 6 innings of work. That will be his final inning. And we're headed to the top of the third. 6-3. If you're on the West Coast, tune into Big Brother tonight. Friends of the league, Jack Baines will be representing 8 p.m. Pacific. Check your time zone for local listings. Josh Gradwell will now step in after a great day's work. We'll have to look at the stats. Alex, can you tell me how many strikeouts Josh had?
I don't know. I don't know where to look.
Zanchino? Mike Zanino?
Oh.
That's fouled back.
I don't even know what I'm looking at when I swing, dude.
Oh.
I'm like in between the mound and the pitcher.
0-2. Inside 3. And that'll be 1-2. And that's a hard hit ball to Keith McKay. Can't come up with it. And Josh's going to be happy about that. I don't know if that's an error. Have to give him the benefit of the doubt there.
I can score it as an error if you want. You won't get a hit.
I got a hit!
And with that, Josh, I hate to say it, but Drew has 2 more strikeouts than you.
That's okay, I got 2 years under my belt.
That's true.
In the top 3.
Well, look, he does not go.
You guys have also played 3 times since we played last.
Huh?
We haven't played in like 26 days.
We've all played the same amount of games, right? That's a whoa! That was like a riser. Josh, looking like he's got some wheels. I've never seen a ball do that. Let's look at the replay. Oh, so close.
Squared that ball up nice. Must have hit it just on the holes or something like that.
Yeah, I think Brock left, so.
Oh, yeah.
That ball is out of here. 3-run shot, Drew Williams. And Drew Williams is picking it up for the Enforcers, 9-3. There'll be 3 runs scored in this inning. Ball right there to Jake Oliver. No outs here in the top of the third. No one warming up in the bullpen.
I don't know if they have it. Oh, yeah, I guess.
They got Mark. See what he wants to do here. And that ball is popped up. And he will make the play.
Love it.
First out. Alex Harden having a similar Jack Blahouse, Brock Blahouse moment here. Every at-bat matters here. Final game of Week 8 in a 9-week regular season. Josh Gradwell steps in after he got a single, hit the key, and he thought it was an error.
Jake, how do you get so dirty? I said, look, I'm Mark. Like, how did you get all over your hands?
Jeez.
Sometimes you get a little dirt, you know?
Swinging there, 0-2. Yeah, I just looked at Jake's hands. Those hands are a little too dirty. That's actually gross. I feel like I need to wash my hands just looking at those hands. Hit some there.
Need to have a hygiene course before you are eligible to play in the AWA.
Yeah. That's fouled back.
I have no idea where that went.
Oh.
1-2. Hits him there. 2-2. Hi, Jake.
Where is it? Oh, this way?
Look at the screen right now. Look at those hands. How is that even possible? That is disgusting. I feel like if I, full count now to Josh, but I feel like if I fell on the ground like 20 times, my hands would not get that dirty.
Yeah, no, I don't think so either.
That looks like he strategically did that somehow.
I don't even know what kind of dirt out here would do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm trying to find some
my
dirt.
first base or second base, but
And that's in play. A little bit of spin there. Great play from sure-handed Brad McGinnis. Just one thing
It's a mix of the black bat grip too.
Huh, interesting. Black bat. I don't know. He's been thrown out before. That's 2.
that's 2.
2 outs. Weird.
Yeah, no, I've been doing it right.
Yeah, Brad, unfortunately, you don't get the automatic Brock Playhouse out. He's no longer here. Chase Winkler steps in. Oh, new mic placement. Maybe,
Has it been different every time?
He's actually been pretty good. Hasn't been an easy out. Hard hit balls left and right. Chase Winkler in the league since 2021. And that ball is going back, and that is destroyed. Chase Winkler, home run number 7 on the year. 10-3 the score. Open this bad boy right up, and you know, if you're the Pilots, I don't know. Are you starting to worry here?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
I mean, you know.
You're going to have to go against Jake in the 6th.
No, I just meant in general for the season.
Oh!
Yeah, no, 10-3. Yeah, this is a toughie regardless. But
I mean, that's why you build such a advantage in the win-loss column early on, so you can just kind of have these dud games, you know. They've afforded themselves that luxury.
And that's a sure-handed throw for the out, and that will end the inning. We're to the bottom of the 3rd. 10-3 is the score.
Okay, what are we at? 10-3. 10-3. Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm probably gonna blow it anyway. No, I just get the loss, I think. You're within 3, then yeah, I think it's just you just get the loss. Who's up, Alex? I just get the loss. DJ. I mean like if you're up. If they score 4 runs and then you end the game 7-10, is that a save? Yeah, but it's like
And looking at the Pilots lineup right there in the players' dugout. Follow us on Instagram at AWA Wiffle. But that lineup right there has, until last week, never lost a series in the regular season. Last week they lost to the Nighthawks. They didn't have DJ Oliver, who's stepping in right now, their best pitcher. But this week they're in danger of losing a 2nd straight series with DJ Oliver. And honestly, parity in the league, you know, the beginning of the year didn't seem like it, but it's starting to come back here late in the year, regardless of, you know, the Wolfpack.
Hey, we played hard. We played hard. That's right.
But the good news is for the Wolfpack, who only have 2 wins this year, they do finally have the best offensive threat in the league, Thomas Playhouse, back.
Yeah, it's been a rebuilding year. You know, we've seen some good things from some of the new pack members. You know, Jace looks like a really good pitcher up there on the mound. He's got a really good arsenal of pitches.
Raw.
Yeah. So that's why it's been fun to just throw him out there. You know, let him get better. Trial by fire. You know, Chad is coming along. The power's coming there.
Got a lot of good, you know, one-game starters. Dustin.
Yeah.
As he swings right there, strike 3, 1 out. But
you know, it looks like last week's call-up Zach Inouye is going to be a full-time pack member now. I haven't texted him yet, but
I mean, the issue, you know, Thomas Blayhouse, Tommy McMahon, both were supposed to be big parts of your
Ryan
team.
Budnick.
Unfortunately, couldn't make it. You traded Tyler Clout in the offseason. You do have a lot of first-round picks next year, but honestly, what came to hurt you is your first overall pick.
Yeah.
Just couldn't make it. So I mean,
it's a little rough.
It's fouled back. Oh, 1. Does not go. Hits him. 1-1. Bottom of the third, 1 out. Piles down to their final 2 outs. Josh Campanero has just really improved his play discipline right there, not swinging at those inside pitches. If you're Mark Campanero, brother on the sideline and team captain, you love to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've just been calling out Mark's moves every time.
It was just super
Yeah.
enthusiastic.
We'll see what happens here if he gets a walk or a hit. That ball is popped up, caught for the out.
Good stroke.
And that'll be 2 outs. And now, once again, comes to Bradford McGinnis, who has been Mr. Clutch last game.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no 7-run home run, but got to start somewhere.
That would be nice. So you see Jack Blayhouse, Alex Harden in the production booth. Actually, this isn't the production booth. This is the
same thing.
Oh my goodness, that pitch. You know what?
Time for a full course meal there.
Don't blame Brad there. Oh, he tried to go right back to it. 1-1. I don't know. That ain't you. I'm down. That pitch is thrown slower than the home run derby
run to
lob.
McDonald's and come back.
Yeah, frick, we got time. 2-1.
That's where I will be heading as soon as the final out is recorded.
Doubt it. Ooh, strike right there. What are you gonna get?
The classic, hot and spicy McChicken and a McDouble. It's about $4.29, I think. $4.58.
That's it. Low. 3-2. High, and that will walk Brad McGinnis. Could be the start of a 2-out rally. Keaton McKay will step in here. The runner at first. 2 outs here. Jake Oliver. It's never an easy situation for Jake Oliver when he does come in to save. But has a pretty comfortable lead. This won't be a save situation. Low, 1-1. Just low again, 2-1 count Keaton McKay. Who, if there's any time in the league that's been more for sure for an award, it's been this year's Golden Glove and Keaton McKay. Can't even count how many times he's robbed a home run. I think it's 3. Swings over the top of that, 2-2. Yeah, platinum glove. I don't know what you call it. You give him A different award because
He's
this
the
has
best
been
at it.
ridiculous. 2-2, 2 outs. Inside now, full count. Jake Oliver looks like he's just trying to work up his pitch count, sitting at. I guess I can't see right. I can fix it later. And that'll be a walk. Yeah. Mark Campanero will step in. Runners on first and second. Looks at ball one. That ball is back, and that is destroyed. Don't say it's over until it's over. The Pilots will add another 3. The score now 10-6.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, Mark Campanero, like we were saying earlier, hasn't had the home runs we thought he would have, but he now has 9, which is good for tied for 3rd in the league. He's always right there, it seems like. Jake Oliver doesn't look too happy with that home run.
That's why you build the big league, so you can give up stuff like that when it happens.
And that ball is going back. DJ Oliver just missed a home run. And, you know, unfortunately for Jake Oliver, he's been hit quite a bit. It's such a rare situation where it's not like he's giving up walks. He's just getting hit, and he's got good stuff. So
I think a big part of this rally for the Pilots is Mark's unwavering spirit.
Yeah.
They could be down 25
yeah, seriously.
runs. He wouldn't give up.
1-1. Only a 4-run game. That can be quickly overcome, and that is a shot. Holy crap.
You're effing on that.
We appreciate Mark controlling his language there. Right in front of the mic there. You can see
darn
that.
it.
Yeah. So we like to see. Maybe we should try to do some coaching on that in the off season. Some Phillip Rivers, I don't know, all those. Gosh darn it. Got him, strike 3.
That was nasty. That was the best pitch all night.
Yeah, that was a nasty pitch there from Jake Oliver, and the rally will fall just short. Enforcers take a crucial series against the Pilots and set up an exciting matchup against the Nighthawks in Week 9. This will be the last game of Week 8. As always, thanks for everyone joining, and we'll see you back Monday. Aces Wolfpack, revamped Wolfpack offense. Good night, everyone.